Good morning, everyone. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate, I welcome all of you to our 2017 seminar. It is my honest faith that our presentation today will enlighten your path during and after 2017. They say the simplest way to start a business, and I don't want to say the easiest because it's never easy. The simplest way to start a business is to find the biggest problems in your industry and to make its solution the spirit of your products and services. Because the biggest problem will be the biggest need in the industry. So what are these problems in our industry in Dubai? Number one, there's a lack of trust in agents and their marketing spiel. We realized that by simply being genuine in everything we do, whether it's internal or external, we've managed to establish a unique trust between us and our clients. A trust that our clients appreciate its business value even, not just its social value. A trust that allowed our clients to be as protective as we are to maintain and grow and develop the relationship. And that's why today the anchor clients of FAM Properties remain the same actually. We were spontaneously driven by this analogy to establish a very unique sales approach that is so integrity rich. And when I say unique sales approach, you all know how much we emphasize on, don't sell something because it has a nice brochure. Don't sell something because it's amazing. Don't sell something because the client should not miss. We have a very fundamental approach to real estate. And believe it or not, it's one of the main reasons we are where we are today. I never call my client and tell my client, buy this because it's amazing, or buy this because it's a waterfront property. I always look at the fundamentals behind the opportunity, and I make sure I convey the right message in the right order to my clients. But we did not stop at the social meaning of integrity. We appreciate and we know that integrity means that we truly understand what we are selling. It's our responsibility to understand what we're selling. Integrity means to us that we possess enough knowledge to advise our clients to their best interest. The second problem, lack of a tech-driven and well-corporatized brokerage companies. The real estate concept appeared to be very simple. Even today when I talk to people, they say, how many people you have? I say 100. They say very simple. They're all on commission-based, right? So it's very simple. You hire agents. It's on 50-50. The more agents you hire, the more money you make, right? But if that's true, why out of 1,370 agencies in Dubai, you have about 10 agencies that has 45 to 65 agents? You have about 5 agencies who has 65 to 75 agents. And you have about only 2 agencies who have above 80 agents. And all prayers are due to Allah, we're one of them. So if the concept is very simple, why all these 1,370 companies did not hire 100 agents? If you know that the more agents you hire, the more money you make, why don't you hire more agents? What the vast majority of business owners, especially real estate, actually fail to understand is the importance of a system. And not just a system, we're in 2017, a tech-driven system. So there's no way for any company to grow if if they don't have a system, if they don't have governance in place, if they don't have processes and procedures. So companies either fail to understand the necessity of having a system, or they fail to establish the right system at the right time, or they fail to firmly and consistently implement the system. And this is very important for you guys, because you're part of the company, and I'm telling you, what makes our growth is following a firm system. And that's what differentiates us from a company that has 10 agents. The reason why they can't hire, because every time they hire more, they lose control. They cannot micromanage. 40 agents or 50 agents. And you cannot, at your personal capacity, detach yourself from the system of the company as a whole. Think about this as a ship. So our processes and procedures is what keep us afloat. If there is a hole in the ship, basically we will sink together. And each and every one of you has a responsibility to deliver this. Each and every one of you has the responsibility to contribute towards the system. I notice that sometimes people say, at their personal capacity, of course, they say, but this is not very relevant to me. I don't need to follow a system to call a landlord or to call a client. But you need to understand, because none of us is a God, so we can't create a system that's as perfect as God's system. So of course we do mistakes, we do have loopholes, but we never stop improving. And that's what matters. That's all what matters, to be honest. So those who can say that this is not very relevant to me, I want you to understand it's relevant at all times. Because if you don't implement the system, others will not. It's like cancer. And if it spreads, it will kill all of us. And number 2 is technology. I am so blessed with a miraculous brother called Fatih, low profile, he's sitting here, who actually, when he came to the company and he looked at Master Key at that time, and he said, I can do much better. Don't tell anyone. I'm like, okay, try. And I completely ignored, I didn't believe in it, to be honest. And then thanks God, today, every time I see a new feature in our system, I get impressed. And it's not easy to impress me. So what's 7-Eleven? And what's Uber? And what's McDonald's? And what's Aramex? And what's FedEx? All of these companies are simply made of a system. If you think of the concept, all these concepts are very, very simple concepts. You take a shipment from X, you give it to Y. So all these companies, the larger the company and the most successful, the most tech-driven system and the most efficient system they have. So Uber is just a system. I don't know how many billions of dollars Uber worth. And you are privileged to be part of a company that has the leadership that appreciates this and knows about this. So growing a company equals establishing a strong tech-driven system followed by a firm implementation and consistent development and improvements. What you do for living with the system is you keep improving the system. And then company employee loyalty. Talking about loyalty, thank you very much for coming today on a Friday at 8 a.m. When I sent invitations to some friends, they said, are you serious? But trust me, by coming, you're actually more loyal to yourself and to your family than being loyal to the company. So many business owners or managers, they understand loyalty as one way. So how do we see this in a company context, in a business context? When you're loyal to the company, you be closer to the backside kitchen, yeah? Where opportunities are cooked, where success is planned. And what does this mean to you? This means to you exposure. And I hope that this language, and I want to remind you that I'm talking to everyone. I'm not talking just to sales. Yeah? This means exposure. Exposure to knowledge, exposure to new practices. And as I always say, you only when you do things and you exercise things and you practice things, you learn. And only when you learn, you progress and develop. Otherwise, you will stay where you are today. When you go to an interview, you go to an interview just to try and showcase what you know. If you know nothing, you're worth nothing, basically. Right? So in any business environment, when you're loyal to the company or when you're loyal to the leadership, you will see that you will be brought closer. So three things, basically, three problems. Number one, we said the integrity of the market. Number two, the system, which is system and technology. And number three is loyalty. Dubai, one of the world's most unprecedented success stories of our times, is grounded in rock-solid market fundamentals. Dubai has consistently proven its long-term ability to attract foreign investment and new residents. With the real estate market being a cornerstone of the city's economy, FAM Properties work tirelessly to redefine how the UAE views our industry. It's a sad truth that real estate agents, and the opportunity is here. And you will see that everything I spoke about, the problems that are in the market, is found here. It's a sad truth that real estate agents are the prize everyone loves to hate. And in our experience, the reputation of the industry is well deserved. And that's our opportunity. If that's where the vast majority of agents are, sadly speaking, that gives us a great opportunity to be different. And by simply being genuine and honest. At FAM, our approach and ethics is not just talk. At FAM, it's you guys. Our real estate consultants are people who aspire to go home after a hard day's work with their heads held high, not because we made or saved our clients money than they ever expected, but because we did so in a way that would make our families and colleagues proud. Our vision: to redefine what investors, landlords, and tenants in the UAE expect of real estate agents. We will do this by providing our clients with uncompromising integrity, the smartest agents in the market, a tech-driven approach, and a proven long-term results. Our mission: to become the UAE's undisputed favorite real estate brand. We will achieve this by treating our people with uncommon appreciation, our clients with uncompromising integrity, and the market with unanticipated innovation. In doing so, we will become the standard by which every other real estate agency is measured. Our slogan: better values, better tech, better results. I think having done this introduction of why we're so successful and why we are where we are today, now you understand that these meaningful words is what we are really about. It's not just empty words.